Welcome back. All right, so I've got a few minutes in which we can discuss trades that were made tonight and other news items. The Toronto Vegas game is about to start. It took a while for that Capitals Rangers game to finish. Sometimes Capitals games are really long. That happened last year. It's happening this year too, where they a lot of stoppages, a lot of whistles. It's the style of hockey they play. Anyways, Pittsburgh made two trades tonight. First off, they trade Vinny Desharnais to the San Jose Sharks. He's played 44 games this year. He has 3 assists, split between his time in Vancouver and Pittsburgh. At least the games part. He had no points during the 10 games he played in Pittsburgh. So he's not a UFA until 2026. What's interesting with these deals, nobody who's a UFA this summer. So the Pittsburgh Penguins get back a 2028 fifth-round pick. Now, the other one that kind of caught people off guard is Luke Schenn is headed to Pittsburgh. Luke Schenn's name has come up a lot. There's been a lot of discussion about whether or not the Schenn brothers might get reunited. Toronto's been the one that people talk about the most with that, but it's that time of year, right? You're going to talk about Toronto a lot. I try not to. Luke Schenn, 61 games this year. 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points for Nashville. But he's not an unrestricted free agent until next year either. Tommy Novak is also going to Pittsburgh in this deal. I really like that Pittsburgh got Novak. 52 games, 13 goals, 9 assists, 22 points. Let me add the other 2 there. 22 points, and he is signed through 2027. So that's a player with 2 years left on his deal. Going to Nashville in that trade, Michael Bunting, who with Pittsburgh this year, 58 games, 14 goals, 15 assists, 29 points. He's an unrestricted free agent next year. I understand Novak's got fewer points than Bunting. I still really like this trade for Pittsburgh. Also going to Nashville in the deal is a 2026 fourth-round pick. So Pittsburgh moves on from Desharnais and Bunting. They bring in Schenn and Novak, and along the way, they give up a fourth-round pick next year, and they get a fifth-round pick in 3 years. So Pittsburgh doing a little bit of shuffling of the deck. I don't know that this changes the makeup of the team a lot, but I watched Desharnais' games in Pittsburgh, and I was wondering how much longer it would be. Desharnais had a really, really tough season between Vancouver and Pittsburgh, so maybe going to San Jose, you just never know. As weird as it sounds, guys do go to San Jose and play pretty darn well. Also, Mikko Rantanen might be holding up a few of the potential trades. The Carolina Hurricanes exploring all options on Mikko Rantanen. I think the fear is you keep him past the trade deadline, and then he doesn't re-sign with the team in the offseason, and you lose him for nothing, and after what they paid to get him, they'd rather not. I think that's what they're looking at here, and so they've canvassed teams in the NHL to see what they'd be willing to give up for Rantanen, and they have less than 48 hours to make up their mind on what's going to happen with Mikko. Speaking of, in Mikko's case, he's a former Avalanche, but his former line mate, Gabe Landeskog, he is determined to return. And I'm just going to say it. I've seen people saying, well, why doesn't he just retire? This is crazy. He's 32 years of age, which might be old by NHL standards, but in terms of your lifespan, it's still early. Gabe Landeskog wants to come back and play. And so he is willing to go through these efforts to come back. He also understands he will probably never be able to play hockey pain-free. So if he does make a return to the NHL, he's going to have to play through pain. There's also the discussion of how many games he'd be able to play. It would not be an 82-game schedule, but how many could he play? I do give Landeskog all the credit in the world for not giving up and for trying to come back. He does still have a contract, too. That's the other reason why when people are like, why doesn't he just retire? Because he has a contract. He signed that contract. Yes, he's injured, but he got injured playing hockey. So he has every right to stay active as a hockey player and try to come back until that contract's done. So he hasn't given up, but it definitely sounds like it's not happening for this season. Alex Kerfoot has signed an extension with the Utah Hockey Club. 1-year extension, $3 million for Kerfoot. So they like him. He likes them. He's sticking around. Interesting news with the New Jersey Devils. The reporting on the Devils, according to James Nichols, is that the intention is to buy. That even though Jack Hughes' season is done, they want to buy because they still have a team that's in the playoffs and they still have a good team. There's a lot of good players there. And with the amount of cap space that they have with Siegenthaler and Jack Hughes on LTIR, why not give it a shot? So the plan for New Jersey is to buy and try to make a go of it, try to make a run of it, and why not? The other option would be to just give up, and I think that sends the wrong message to your players if you do. I think going into the locker room going, well, guys, our season's done, screw it, Now, go out, get your rentals if they're rentals, or pick up players if you can, and just let the players know we still believe in you and we still think we can do this. Remember, Tampa Bay won a Stanley Cup with Stamkos playing, 3 minutes during that Stanley Cup run? If you frame it correctly and if you add the right pieces, you can do it. So we'll see what happens with New Jersey and who they add. Alex Ovechkin had a goal tonight. I'm not spoiling the result at all, but Ovechkin is 10 goals now away from passing 99 / Wayne Gretzky. 10 goals in Ovechkin's last 12 games played. So that's strong, and it tells you, yeah, he may very well pass that record. There are 20 games left for Washington now after tonight's action, so he needs to just get a goal in every other game. That seems very realistic. So we'll see what happens, but let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Now I'll go see how much of the Vegas-Toronto game I've missed so far. Hopefully not a lot. But thank you guys for your support. I will talk to you again soon.